All right, time for Sani Petty. Alyssa, do you want to kick us off?
Okay, gang. I love the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I love it. I don't care. I watch it every year. A couple years ago, we interviewed Katie Couric, and I asked her, because she anchored it, like, Katie, what's your favorite memory? And she's like, that's a stupid question. And I was like, okay, thanks. What? She was, Caroline's my witness. She's like, different question. I was like, all right, I'll come up with a different question. I meant it, though, because I love the parade. So anyway, I am sitting with my family last Thanksgiving and watching the parade, and we come to the end, and JJ's really excited, my niece. She's like, oh my God, Santa's coming, Santa's coming. And then I saw goddess Cheryl Lee Ralph. She's the first celebrity to be Mrs. Claus. She is the first Black woman to be Mrs. Claus in the parade. She has a new song coming out. She looked so gorgeous. She was so full of life. Dreamgirls vibes all over the place. And anyway, it was I loved every minute of it. And I felt like, unless you have kids, maybe you don't make it all the way to the end of the parade, or maybe I'm the only adult in America without kids who watches the parade, also entirely possible. But if you didn't miss it, check out her photos. People magazine had a nice spread on her, and I just thought it was delightful.
Oh.
And honestly, Mrs. Claus visibility, okay? She's doing a lot. I think we need to
She's
start
doing the most. She cares for the elves and Mr. Claus.
There is a song by like two Mormon girls about how like Mrs. Claus is the backbone of the home, and without Saint Nick wasn't a saint. She came in and whipped him into shape. Okay? Somebody
You know I'm Googling this.
Oh my gosh. What? That sounds like some propaganda, first of all. But
looks
as
like
long
her
as
name
it's
is
feminist.
Tiffany Alvord is who sings the song.
Yeah, no, it's two Tiffany's. I believe it's two Tiffany's. It is a duet between two Tiffany's.
Tiffany Alvord and Tiffany Houghton.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
Guys, I'll be circulating this.
Tiffany's. Those are the least weird names of any Mormons. Megan, do you want to go next?
Yes, speaking of Mormon music, I went to see Mariah Carey at the Hollywood Bowl 2 Fridays ago, and it was transcendent. She looks amazing. She is upright. Like, I was like, she is going to be carried around and then on a chaise lounge. She is like, she's moving. Is she singing? I don't know. I don't care. Like, it was so fun. It was like 90% Christmas music. And then she did a medley of some major hits, sang Hero, the entire crowd singing. I wept. And so Los Angeles was the first show, I believe, but she's going on the road. She's doing like a bunch of cities. She's doing New York, Philly, Detroit, Montreal, Pittsburgh. Like, she's going to be doing this.
Megan, she doesn't need the press. She doesn't need the PR.
I know.
You're listing the dates. You're listing the locations.
I know, but I'm letting the listeners know to look up the tour dates, because if they're close, I went with 4 girlfriends and CJ. Like, when CJ found out I was going, he goes, I need to go. And it was so fun. Her kids are like heavily featured in the show in such a sweet way. And if you like Christmas and you like Christmas music, it was so amazing.
One of my friends is going to Chicago. She lives in LA and she's flying out to Chicago for the Chicago date.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I know. Chicago's a great Christmas town, too. So
It's a great Christmas town.
That'll be a really fun thing to do. Okay. Mine's about Christmas, too. Mine is a petty. I'm feeling petty. I'm feeling petty about Christmas lights. We just decorated the exterior of our home this past week. And I bought these these new lights this year that to wrap around, that have a clear cord so that they don't look weird on our fence. And they have 8 modes. 8 modes. They are twinkling, they're blinking, they're doing this weird casino run thing where the lights move all the way down.
Chasers.
I don't need that. Why are you like that? I don't need it. That's a function that I don't want. I want the lights. And then also the first mode when you plug it in is not just the lights are on. The first mode is blinking you need to
No.
put up a
Strobe.
Yeah, the first mode is like you need to put up a sign that's like photosensitive viewers may need to take caution before looking at my Christmas display. So like I have to sit there every time I turn it on and like click through several modes before I get to the lights just on mode. No, I don't need this. Who added this? Who decided that this is what the lights were going to do? I don't No. Am I paying extra for this? Can I get the money back? Can you just do it regular? I don't. Why? Making unnecessary improvements that don't help anybody and make it worse for me. I don't like it.
I agree with that. I have
just
some
want
of those.
lights on
Can't
lights.
stand them.
Just lights on.
Yeah.
Plug them in, go bright. Maybe, remember back in the old days, you'd get the one bulb that had the red stripe that if you put it in, made the whole set flash. And it was like, you got what you paid for.
Yeah.
But I have some of those lights and they're battery operated. If you put them on anything other than stay on, the battery
draining.
drains in like 10
You're draining.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really annoying. I do want to give a shout out that Erin's Halloween decorations
Beyond.
were so
Really?
incredible. Like, so amazing. Conrad, they were like goblins coming out of the ground, and Conrad was like, I love it here.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to do the same thing next year that we did this year and just have people come over to our house and like stop off and eat and drink and hang out in the decorations. Because the kids that were running around were like in a wonderland of fear. They were having such a, having such a
Loved
good
it.
time. Well, thank you, Megan. That's very nice of you to say. Naomi, petty or sanity corner?
You know what, honey? The line is thin. Okay, the line is thin between petty and sane because sometimes being petty keeps me sane. Now, something I don't know. There's so many things to yell about, but okay, you know what? We had Thanksgiving, right? And what I think we need to be taking away from Thanksgiving, which we're not taking away, is we all need to be getting together and eating at 3 p.m. Okay? Every time people want to get together and do stuff in the evening, Thanksgiving proves that 3 p.m. is the ideal time for stuffing. It's the ideal time for human interaction. What I love about Thanksgiving is you are off the clock by 5. You done by 5. And then you get your time back. Why aren't we doing that year round? Why are we playing games and just doing this one day? We're at our best. We are at our best in the late afternoon as a society, as a culture.
I
as
couldn't
humans.
agree more.
Absolutely.
Why?
3 p.m. you can like take the morning and just eat like a light breakfast and you're super hungry by 3 p.m. You can really like enjoy all the food and then you don't need to eat another meal.
And you're
Then you can
Thank you.
digest before
You're-
bed.
That's what I was gonna say. You're digested before bed, and I mean, also, it's not. It's also just like kind of the socializing of it all. Like Thanksgiving, like mine is small lately, but like even when it was like a big family thing, like we didn't hang out past 7. You know what I mean? Like even if you were kind of
No.
chilling afterwards, like you were kind of done. And I'm like, why are parties really out here starting at 8 p.m.? Why are we saying meet me out? And that's 8 p.m. for us as like grown, tired women. You know what I mean? The younger people are
With
starting
the
off
sun
at 10
going down
p.m.
at 4:45. It's like I want all these holiday parties to start at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Get me
Yes.
out. I want to be back in bed. Not in bed per se, but I need to be in a pajama pant by 8:15. That's it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
See, Naomi, if you guys lived upstate, you'd be coming to a cookie party in the next couple of weeks that starts at 3 p.m. and ends at 5. Yes,
is what I'm
a cocktail,
saying.
a snack, decorate your cookies, home with your feet up, laundry folded by 5:30.
That's what I'm talking about.
wow.
That's
That's
living.
ideal. Wow.
That's
That's
living.
ideal.
I'll have
right.
a cookie party, but I'm only inviting Erin and Naomi. I don't want to have to clean my house.
Awesome. I'll be there. I'll 100% be there once I test negative for COVID after this ordeal.